Today, on this episode of Reality Gays.
Forrest and Sheena have a very serious conversation while wearing ridiculous costumes.
Laura is blinded by love, but all Michael sees is a big fat turkey.
And Elise is back!
Ah!
Thank God! Roll it, Christina!
Hello, this is Captain Poodle speaking. Are you ready to find love?
Yes, ahoy, matey.
Love. Exciting and new. Go online. They're catfishing you.
Shocker.
Fiance.
Soon you'll be flying to parts unknown.
90-day Beyonce.
Marrying someone you only met on your phone.
Be they French or Chinese, a brand new K1 visa's the key.
Ooh, the key to what, Poodle?
To love.
It's Reality Gays.
Let's love.
So Stella's my cat. When my ex and I got her, we took her, and then they said, "Your cat has a penis. It's a boy." But I'm keeping the name Stella because it's 2025 and she's gender confused. It's acceptable. Thank you, Elise. Thank you for, as I said last episode, thank you for this dopamine hit.
Yes. We're not co-signing what you're saying, but we love what you're saying because you're a fucking star.
She really is.
She really is
a fucking star.
And y'all, we can say this from meeting her in person. She is just as wonderfully crazy in real life.
She is absolutely wonderfly batshit crazy.
We told her
she
this.
has
so
these
we're not
eyes
saying,
that just look through you.
Oh, and she's got that fucking. She's right. She's got hot tits.
And this body,
great.
This body.
But also, there's also this thing that what I love about, she was so nice, and there is something that like she could be really like, we've never met Natalie. No. I imagine we meet her, or kind of like when we met Libby, even they're a little like little standoffish.
Yeah.
Elise was like you were just seeing like your best queer dear. And she was like, "What's up?"
She is a disruptive, flightless bird of a woman.
We love her.
We love her. Squawking. Arms flailing.
Yes.
Live. All of it.
Are we an Elise Stan podcast?
Of course.
Okay, well, we are then. Oh, y'all. This is Reality Gays, and I'm Mattie.
And I'm Poodle. We are two ridiculous homosexuals who love nothing more than tearing reality television anew, and emphasis on ridiculous.
Emphasis. And especially, y'all, we're talking our part 2 of B90, Season 8, Episode 11, Use Caution When Opening Overhead Bins. And as Poodle said, we got to, boy, this is more than a shot of caffeine we've gotten.
It just was like a hit. There was something about it that I was watching someone who is such a natural in front of a reality television camera, and they know how to do it. They know, and it feels seamless and it feels easy.
Well, it's instinctual. It's like Jasmine. It's instinctual.
And they're taking us along for the ride. This is a reality television star because the rest of these people aren't. And
at least, I'm sorry, I thought you finished. Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, sometimes it's better if they're not. But sometimes that can feel too slick. It never does with Elise. Because she's
No, it did. Well, she's got the Darcy thing. That she's always
a little more polished, though.
But the Darcy thing in that, at least you can tell, even though she's this beautiful woman, she's very insecure about a lot of things and always second guessing herself.
Yep.
And so that means she's always narrating out loud her experience like Darcy does, and that is the perfect thing for reality television. Never go away, Elise. Never.
I think she's going to be around for a while.
Oh, we thought she was going to be on The Single Life. So this is a surprise to have her on B90. I almost feel like maybe they like, I don't know. I think we could still see her on The Single Life, although they're probably going to put her on Hump for Love again.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's so many places to go.
But honestly, y'all, this Australian guy, it's already got so many questions.
He's so hot. But
He's real hot.
But the next week on, did you see how he dressed?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a douche, bro. But God, I'd go down under.
He's real hot.
And under and under and under.
Don't really know what that means, but
really quickly before we jump into this, Secret Lives of Mormon Wives coming out March 12th.
March 12th.
It's going to be
Your birthday.
all on it's on the main feed. It will go on for the people that don't want to listen to ads. It will go on that as well. And y'all, that's our one show that it's all on YouTube.
all on the YouTubes.
All on YouTubes. You can watch us do the podcast there.
You can see all our weird, rubbery facial expressions.
Mm-hmm.
More mine. I think I have more of that. You your Botox is really keeping your face immobile.
Yeah, although I'm almost due. Dr. Jason Rustain's going to have to see me soon at UCLA.
Stop dropping his name.
Sorry.
Where's my money?
Well, I don't think he'd give you money, but he'd probably give you some Botox if you want it.
I want money. It's what I want.
Honestly, honey, once you get free Botox, that's better.
I just want to make sure my face. I like my face moving, and I like my expressions.
I get it. Yeah.
Like,
Not familiar. Not familiar. Well, no, actually, that's why I like him, because he lets my face move a little bit.
Yeah.
Since I am acting. Anyway, no
Just
one
a little.
gives a shit.
Just a
Actually,
scotch.
y'all all give a shit. Y'all talk about this a lot, but yeah.
Just a scotch. just to say that you can show pain or happiness on your face. Just a little.
I mean, it's better since I had the forehead lift. I don't really need it, but preventative. We're just making sure. So I don't, because I want to wait till I'm 60 to get my next facelift.
Why do you have to have another one?
Because it doesn't take that long.
Yeah.
That's why I did it around 45. You get about good 15 years, and 60, whoop.
So it's just not
That's
something
going
you
to be a
just get one
dramatic
time?
one. No, you can do just one time, but when I'm 60, that's the one that's going to be real. Like, I'm going to take a picture of Zsa Zsa Gabor and say, "This, I want that.
This is my dream.
This is," because by then my acting career.
Jocelyn Wilderstein, the Catwoman.
Yes, my acting career's done. I'm 6. I won't be doing things.
Boy.
Our podcast, you'll be in and out of
Maybe it
rehab
never
several
started.
times by then, or a Big Brother star, and you've abandoned me, and I'll just be.
That's more like it.
All I'll have is my plastic. Well, actually, probably you'll be a Big Brother star who's
I'm
in
gonna
and
be
out
canceled.
of rehab.
I'm going to be canceled. Like this. Y'all, I already know I'm living on borrowed time. It's like Tina Fey said to Bowen Yang, authenticity is expensive.
It is.
Yeah. Living on borrowed time. Get it now before I'm canceled.
Oh, one day.
You'll see me just chilling. I'll become an influencer and probably talking about the benefits of gold.
Benefits of gold.
Buy gold now.
Buy gold now. Boy, sometimes you do see people doing ads. I'm like, okay.
Makes me, yeah. Why
But
is
you never
Dan
know.
Marino?
I just saw Reba McEntire do a train commercial. Now I want to ride a train again.
It's such easy money for them too. They're just like,
It is. Did you see?
don't get me started about Jennifer Aniston doing commercials.
Well, I don't know if you saw. Please, they all do. George Clooney, all of them. Did you see that? I sent this in the Slack. You probably didn't see it. That Hudson Williams is in a new film that's going to be based off Baba Yaga. Is this Natalie's
Really
time?
obscure.
But no, is this Natalie's time? Come on.
Yeah,
I'm gonna manifest it.
Even still, she would never. She's only going to be in like D movies or
That's probably
G
true.
movies.
Yeah. Boy. Okay. Let's. Anything else? We did see some Secret Lives of Mormon Wife. We're still
Love is
covering
Blind.
So yeah, but Love is Blind is. We've gone
giving.
on about. It's great. It's wonderful.
We're like little baby birds, just opening our mouths, and the love is blind. Chris Colan's like, take some worms, feed us, Daddy, give us,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gobbling it down.
Gross. But yes, we love it. Ohio.
Yo, your men are trash.
Oh, yeah. Actually, they're not as bad as DC.
True.
Or Denver.
There's at least 2 good guys. We think.
There's at least 2 good guys. One of them, he's barely on the show. He was in Malibu the whole time. But anyway.
Allegedly. I have a theory.
Oh, no.
I have a theory. I've been thinking about it. Because of the way that Vic and Christine, because we never see them with a camera crew.
Mm-hmm. Just filming on their iPhone.
Yeah. Every time. And there's no excuse for them not to have a camera crew back in Ohio. There's absolutely no excuse. I was thinking about that. Could production have decided not to follow them? And then
they realized they needed him.
They realized they needed it because no one was looking out to get married this season.
Well, I said that I think at the end of the Lover that our coverage that that I think they realized they're the only couple that's going to get married.
Oh, you said that before? You said
yes,
that before?
I said that on the podcast.
I don't remember. Don't remember. I love it how I'm just saying this. I'm like, I have a theory, and I replicate exactly what you said. But no, I'm thinking they called them up.
No, I didn't say that. I did feel they were probably like, hey, you got to go and recreate
I think they called them and said, hey, film as much stuff on your phone.
I think you're right.
And then you're also going to come to the pod party. And we're going to feature you and Christine a lot. Or maybe Christine was already in there. But you notice Vic's not featured a lot at the pod party.
Well, they would go to the pod party anyway because everyone goes to the pod party.
But I'm saying Christine is heavily featured. Vic isn't.
Vic is not.
Yeah. So
because Christine's only featured because she's talking to Bree and talking to Jess. Anyway, this is not a Love is Blind podcast. We're going into
came up with this?
Yes.
Oh, to be honest, a lot of your things feel like really
y'all. He does this to me all the time. I give him these great ideas, and then like 2 months later, he goes, "I had an idea."
But it gets done. So why are you complaining?
I got it.
Maybe I just need time to cook your ideas.
Well, you need to be nice to me because I still have to edit your Big Brother and fucking Traitors audition.
Yes, we made the audition tapes.
That's what I wanted to say. Like Poodle has made the audition tapes. He has until March 10th, and he is going to. It's official. Poodle is entering the race to be on Civilian Traitors and the next season of Big Brother.
You're keeping the partial nudity in, right?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Got to show my money makers.
Sure. I wouldn't take that out at all as I'm retching. Yeah. So
it's only partial.
Love is Blind is what we want to remind you for Love is Blind people. We do not get screeners to the marriage episode. So we will not have that up immediately.
Yes.
I did talk, and we'll talk about this next Love is Blind, but I did talk to my friend who works in music rights and clearances, and I got some numbers. So I'll be able to tell you that on the pod.
About how much that YouTube song cost.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So
they could have sent them. They could have sent them there.
I know.
They could have sent them there for that money.
I know.
How? Come up with something better. Come up with something like,
a better excuse.
Yeah.
Like, one of the relatives was sick in Malibu or something. Yeah.
Anything.
I don't think we have anything. It's coming to me on Cameo. Poodle's not on, but I am. If you need a cameo, hit me up. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you can watch our videos, but if you're watching and not subscribing, were you ever really there?
Exactly. Were we ever in a relationship?
I don't think so.
Mm-hmm. You're only getting half the story.
You're only getting half
if you're listening.
All right. I think, is that it, Boots?
Yeah. Right. Should we move on to Forrest and Sheena, or as I said, tonight on a very special Love on the Spectrum episode?
Truly.
Because that's what this is.
Yeah. Yeah, it really is.
Oh, I'm kind of shocked that we haven't heard that Sheena is on the spectrum. And I wonder if it's some type of cultural thing.
I think it is. I think it's a cultural family thing. I don't think her family would ever let her say it. Yep.
Mm-hmm. But that's a good point.
It obvious.
Is very obvious.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And him saying, I gotta say, him being obsessed with the mall that looks like Venice is the most autistic thing ever. It's just, and of course, he's like, then he says, it's a lot of chlorine for this pool. I'm like, my students said the exact, anything, it's just a wonderfully different way of looking at the world. And as soon as someone says it, you're just like, it makes you laugh because it's just not something the person would say. And
But it's usually so accurate.
It's so accurate, and it's just a different flavor of what someone would do. And it's why every day that I worked at that school was a new you were laughing the whole time because it was something unique. And it was something you never thought about before, they would say. And but yeah, this is like the most autistic trip ever. with the costumes, it's all there. All they needed was to somehow work in anime. And that's what my students were always obsessed with.
I think that people love it. I think that I think those demon hunters are going to be popular.
They've got something in that show.
Okay, so
let's go to the mall.
I did have somebody the other day, hey, do you want to go karaoke? And I was busy, and I was like, no, I can't. And she's like, oh, because I want to go and sing that K-pop song. And I'm like, do you know how hard that song is to sing? You're not a singer. That's high.
Yeah, she'd probably keep away from it.
Yeah.
There's some songs that y'all, don't let the song sing you.
All right. So I brought us into this.
Choose something that's doable. It's like people who just want to sing, like you'll hear someone screaming defying gravity in something.
Mm-hmm. Or like that. You've seen the clip of the woman singing Love on Top?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it's that.
And that's with a live band.
That is one of the hardest Beyonce songs to sing.
It is.
Because of the constant key changes.
Yes, and it's so high.
Yeah.
But with a live band, those musicians held it together. The shit they've heard,
that's an incredible
they just kept playing.
Video.
I would have died laughing. The outfit, the whole thing.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, don't Billy Porter yourself when you're karaokeing.
Karaokeing.
Okay, so we get to this mall where he Googled top romantic places in the Philippines, and it's a mall that looks like Venice. And I second time this week where I've said this, we're in like the Epcot version of Venice, which
reminds me of Venice and Vegas,
or like Venice and Vegas. Exactly.
Remember when Caitlin got so drunk in Vegas and you and her were smoking cigarettes? That's our social media person.
We bought a pack of cigarettes, which was $25.
Y'all bought a pot of cigarettes. We were at a podcast.
I could not believe that.
We were in Vegas for like 4 days at this horrible hotel. And Caitlin was like, I tell you, I need to see Venice. I need to see Venice.
It was quite a disappointment.
I think she almost cried.
Yeah. Anyway, we smoked a lot. I finally just gave her the pack because I was just like, I'm sick. I could not believe it was that expensive.
Yeah.
I just couldn't believe it.
Honey, the last time you bought cigarettes was in like what, 2015? 2010?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, long time.
They used to be so cheap.
Well,
when I bought cigarettes in college, they were $5.
Well, you think about this, if you do the same way, that was 20 years ago. So yeah, it was, imagine like when you were.
I want prices to stay the same.
Well,
that's the way it sticks in my head. I shouldn't be paying. I still go to the grocery store and I think to myself, I should be spending $100 a week. And that's me buying everything.
I don't want to add to this fire, but I did go to the grocery store yesterday.
This is just a fucking boomer complaint podcast.
It is.
That's all it is.
And do you know how much an 8-pack mini was of Diet Coke?
I buy them too.
$8.
That's absurd.
It was
I buy mine on sale.
$7.49.
Where are you going? What store are you going to?
This was Ralph's.
Something's wrong. No, mine are cheaper.
It was so much. Almost $1 for a little mini thing.
That's insane. I think they're 10 packs, actually. They're not 8 packs.
No, this was the little ones that are not in the box. They're like the little ones, like in the plastic things that you hold.
Oh, well,
Yes,
I guess if we're fancy, I guess if we want the fancy things that you hold. No, I go for the bargain number.
Well, you come by it honestly.
Yeah. We need to move on. This is very upsetting for people.
Yeah, you do.
So
yes, back to the Philippines.
Venice in the Philippines.
Mm-hmm.
And at one point, he's like, it took years for them to build Rome and everything, but they built this really quickly.
They have a little different things, yeah.
Y'all, they have a dress up, and I do think he's talking about, I was like, I'm going to dress like a knight. I think it's more like a king. So there's 2 kings in this show. And she comes out in this red dress, and this is really nice because it seems like it's an extremely nerdy thing to do, to be into costumes, but we've seen stuff like this on Love on the Spectrum all the time. And he's like, you're the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. And this Filipino kid, some bakla, just hands her a parasol. Like, here, take this.
He's like, here, take a parasol. Becky, take a parasol. That's literally what
I know. It's like, here's a parasol. No one does fags like Filipino boys, Filipino kids.
I wish Christina.
Nobody.
I know. I wish while she's there, could she just like walk in a group of gays and record them?
Filipino gays are a whole thing of their own.
Oh,
they own it better than almost anybody.
Oh, just walking in there. I know, chica. Love it.
What did you say?
Oh, that's what Christina told me to say when I go to the dentist office. I walk in, I'm like, hey, I know, chica.
What does that mean?
It means like, I believe it means like, what's up, girl?
Oh.
Yeah.
Because you're trying to be mayor of your dentist office.
I already am. Not my dentist. This is my orthodontist. It
must be hard to be painfully insecure. That you need.
I just like to make people feel welcome. Christina and I like to talk to strangers, okay? You and Kristen and Caitlin just like to hide in a cave.
It is so embarrassing.
Christina and I love it. Christina and I could do a road show of just her and I going around and talking to people.
So, Sheena's like, Forrest says, I love you so much and I wanted to be your rock, but I don't like how this ended up. And I want to know that you'll always come to me and be truthful and honest. And she's like, look, I understand what you're saying. I felt so hopeless and I'm trying to open up, but it's hard and I need to tell you something. And I was like, there's more?
Okay.
There's another one.
There's another one. I totally, because by the way, y'all, Poodle's reaction video to Kimbali is now over 1 million.
I'm a millionaire. I'm a millionaire.
And so
where's my money? Where's my money, Instagram?
Yeah.
Didn't you tell me I get like $5?
I just told you that so you would do it. You've got to have way more than that.
How much money do we get? When do we get money?
Yeah, I don't. But these are questions. Why don't you have this in our monthly Reality Gay RTG team meeting
instead
and not
of
on the
screaming about it?
Yeah,
mm-hmm. That's probably better.
I did though. We're trying to do more reaction videos because y'all seem to like that. And so I set up my camera. I was like, okay, I'm going to get a reaction video to this because I'm watching it. And then she said it, and I went, well, that's it.
Yeah.
So y'all, she got cheated on by her boyfriend. He lied to her.
Yeah.
He used her.
And he cheated on her. And
welcome to the world, Sheena.
Exactly.
Welcome to men.
Cry me a river.
Yeah.
We've all been there.
We've all been here.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean we're lying about
little
saving
violin.
money. I don't know. Now, granted, I actually think it's important that you
It was a big betrayal for her. So
it's a big betrayal for her, but also I think it's important to bring up, and you can speak more to this, but what I do know with people that are on the autism spectrum, they are very trusting people.
Yes.
And when that's broken, that probably completely shattered her world.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I can see that.
And it's that. And I'm kind of surprised. I don't know if she's on social media, but I'm kind of surprised she has not said something about this. Because we've talked about this before. The optics of her not being neurodivergent and being in a group for neurodivergent people is really weird.
As we've seen, though, this woman has a lot of shame about things.
Yep. And
it doesn't matter because she tells him, and Forrest is pretty good about it, actually.
Yeah, he's like, we know that makes sense, and why you felt this bad. And he said, I didn't know she was that kind of troubled by it. But he says, just tell me up front, I will never do what that guy did to you. And I kept writing, I can't believe we're having this entire heart-to-heart conversation in these ridiculous Nomaza costumes.
It felt a little bit like we were on an episode of like The Real Housewives of Salt Lake.
Yes, it is like that.
It's like that where they're in
where someone's got like a butcher knife in their head or a powdered wig.
Yes. Yo can live.
Yes.
By the way, this is an announcement we should have announced and we keep forgetting. This week, y'all, Poodle and I both are going to be at the Crappy Awards with Ben and Ronnie.
Yes. I'm going to be playing piano.
I'm going to be probably backstage and you won't really see me, but Jake's going to be playing piano. So anyway, I think the tickets are actually already sold out, but if you're going to be there. Yeah. Oh,
wow. That's cool.
Ronnie couldn't even get me a ticket. He was like, just come backstage. We got you. And so that's what I'm doing. So anyway, they're going to be here in Los Angeles on the 27th. So if you're here, say hi.
We got some really fun stuff cooking up for y'all. So
throw your panties at Poodle while he's on the stage. Just throw them at him. Be like, choo!
I just catch him in my mouth.
Yeah, there you go. Don't. It's not our show. Poodle and I are just there to support. It's Ben and Ronnie's show.
It's true. Their show, not my show.
Their show,
my
not
show.
Poodle's show.
Their show. It's always a Poodle show.
Yeah.
So he basically says, he said, I didn't know it affected her to this extent. And I'm glad she wants to work with me. I just wish I could feel more confident that this won't happen again. Later on, we're on the gondola ride. And at one point, and this is where I started busting out laughing. They're like, let's sing. And they're like,
what made you laugh?
Stop doing this. And the poor gondolier.
That's the gondolier. The poor little gay gondolier is just. Also, is he even guiding the boat or is he just moving it back and forth?
It's set on like a little pulley.
That's what I think too.
Y'all, this is the issue. Like most Filipino, the worst thing about this is most Filipino people can sing.
Like sang.
Like amazingly well.
Yes.
And so they're doing this around Filipinos and they're just like judging the fuck out of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I won't do karaoke around a majority Filipino audience. Hell no.
I will never do that. Never.
No. Leave it to the experts over there.
Yeah.
So or if you go somewhere like a Filipino karaoke night, get ready. You will be sat.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know what to say. Yes, I agree.
You just stared at me.
What did you want?
I guess that's the only thing to say. You just stare right through me. So Florence. Forrest says, Sheen, it's been a crazy road, but the one consistent thing I feel for you is love. And perhaps someone who accepts my quirks and my oddities. And over the last 7 years, they've been together a long time.
Long time.
I've wanted to see you more, and I can't believe I've spent this long to get there. And we've had our ups and downs, but it's only going to make us stronger. And you're my person. Let's continue to be in each other's lives. Will you marry me? He whims her. Will you marry me?
Mm-hmm.
She cries. He pulls a ring out of a wooden box.
Okay, I love this ring case.
Mm-hmm.
It's thin. It fits in your pocket easier. Yeah. It's not this big, bulky velvet thing with a light inside of it.
Is this like Filipino style?
Maybe.
Is that what they would do?
I don't know. This is way easier if you're trying to surprise somebody about a wedding.
I totally agree. Smaller ring box.
Less waste.
I agree. She says, yes, of course. He's had the ring for 6 years. And
6 years.
6 years. And Forrest says, it's the best day ever. Keep following your dreams, everybody. You will get there. It just takes a little longer.
It just takes a little longer.
But you still have to tell your mother and your stepfather.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they're heading back to tell the mother and Dev. And they said, we've been talking about the perfect time to have sex. And maybe it's now, maybe even get freaky. And then Sheena's
now
like,
that they're engaged.
Yeah. Sheena's like, I got some dog collars. I got them from work because I get it free. I'm like, woo.
Like, I have dog chains and dog collars. And I went.
It's going to get freaky.
Wow. Sheena.
A piano cat night.
Might have a neon piano cat light in her room.
And so they're going to, and then of course, Molly is down there. She says, did y'all have fun? And she's like, it was nice. And he's like, and I felt like it was the right time to propose. And she went, And she said, yes. You can tell Molly isn't happy.
She's just looking at Dev and
she goes, I'm ecstatic.
Because he said, are you happy?
I got to say something. I feel like every parent's reaction to seeing their child extremely happy should be validated. In other words, you should be there to at least validate that happiness.
Yeah,
I don't know.
You can have it's in them. I think yes. I think what you're saying is she should meet the moment, and she's not. And you can have conversations afterwards. But for you to go off now and start yelling, "What the fuck you're going to do?" Now it's this uncomfortable thing. But when Forrest looked at her and said, I think you're being a stubborn ass and you're not happy for us.
I loved it.
And Molly's face kind of went, what? And then Sheena said, I'm an adult. He's an adult. We're going to decide on what to do.
Yeah. And they say, and Mom's like, well, if you weren't in his head, Sheena, don't you think you should have included us? No. You have basically made him feel more inadequate than he is for his whole life.
Mm-hmm.
You're some of the reasons why, not just his autism, it's that you're putting the thought in his head, even worse, that he can't do things, that he's incapable of doing things.
Mm-hmm. Here we thought Forrest was going to save Sheena from her horrible, miserly parents. Mm-hmm. And come to find out, as we saw in this season on, Forrest might end up staying there and being with Sheena, his family. That saves him.
I would love that. And then she went, geez, Forrest, your life is over.
It's so weird how
horrible
Molly,
thing to say.
It is horrible. It's interesting because, well, it's not interesting. It's like the xenophobia and I'm not shocked by it, but at the same time, something Molly exhibits that we don't see a lot from American people that visit other countries, especially on the other way. She never talks bad about like the culture of the country. She's really curious about everything. It's not in the edit, It's not in the edit. She's always like, I want to go see this.
That's true.
So it is surprising me that someone that has this curiosity about other cultures, it's like Jekyll and Hyde. She switches to this.
I think it's more though, show me the best of the Philippines. It's more of a tourist aspect.
Maybe that's it. I mean, I think what switches to is that this isn't about Sheena. You said this on several episodes before. This woman doesn't want to lose Forrest.
Yeah.
That's her best friend. Mm-hmm. She does everything for him and tells him, you can't do this without me.
Yep. And she is keeping him almost subservient to her through his autism and telling him that he needs to always be with her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen to mom. Yeah. Because she's actually trying to protect him in a fucked up way.
He did, again, like Sheena, trusted someone and they took advantage of him and used him.
But I guarantee you this overprotective nature did not arise right out of that first woman. This has happened.
No, you're gonna
that's when she said, "See, Forrest, I was right. Your autism holds you back. Your autism makes you not like other people, and so you need to trust mom."
I think my mother would be that way if I was on the spectrum or something like that. I think she would be so protective, it would have inhibited me some. Maybe not, but I feel like, because I think your mother would have been like, Jaybird, just get out there and do it. She would have made you do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. To a fault, I believe.
To a fault.
Yeah.
But who knows? Who knows?
What do you mean you can't look people in the eye, Jaybird? Look me in the eye for 10 minutes.
Yeah, I don't think it would have been gone well either. Yeah, I don't think it would. Can we actually do Laura and Birkan?
I was going to suggest the same thing.
And then end. So, y'all, this
woman's so stupid.
She's so stupid. It's so, like, as she's explaining all this to Michael.
What an idiot.
I'm like, are you listening to yourself?
I know.
But they're back at the hotel, y'all. They just had the yacht trip of her dreams.
Where she's remembering the good things because he told her things like, I'm a good gambler.
I'm a good gambler.
And all I need is that jackpot. And then I'll stop.
And he sets her up in the room, and poor Renee, great value Renee Zellweger has reservations.
Someone else put that in. I'm like, that is dead on.
Oh, they did? Oh, yeah. I meant to. I keep meaning to say
Jones, Timu Bridget Jones.
She does look so much like Renee Zellweger to me.
Especially with the hair. It's the hair, the really straight hair, and it goes across her face. Yeah.
And so she needs to call Michael. She asked for 30 minutes. So they get in. She's like, hi, Michael, I miss you. And like you said, she goes into all of this, well, she says before, I trust and respect Michael, so whatever he says.
Yeah, and they have been texting. But the interesting thing here is he's like, well, I'm doing well, best I can hope for when you're not here. But they do have this playfulness. It's like, well, yeah, I haven't missed you. And, you can tell this man is so into her. But he is
But it's his own fault.
I know.
His own fault.
I totally agree. But he is so insecure about how he looks and the birth defect and everything that he's already talked about. It kind of makes you crazy. But that's his own stuff. He's got to handle.
Who
maybe
cares
this will
if
be
your
the
nose
thing.
looks a little different? As long as your dick looks good and works fine, I'm happy.
I want him to shave his head because he's going bald. He just needs
it's
to.
time. It's time.
It's time.
Or just go to Turkey with
Go to
Laura.
Turkey and get your hair transplant.
That's going to be I'm on the first plane if it happens to me.
Me too. I agree with you. I can't let go of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's something I would change.
And you're going to get a value one. So I'm going to come out with like a really nice
I'll get a cheap
hairline.
one.
And yours is going to be like 1 inch above your eyebrows
Like a chia
because
pet.
they went too far.
That'll always be my downfall, that I don't want to pay for the premium.
Yeah.
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 All right. So he's like, so when are you coming home? And she's like, well, I've thought about it a few times, but I got to say, he's super sweet and he's really been putting an effort to make me feel special. And what's interesting here is she never really talks in terms of we. We're doing this. She talks about how he makes her feel. And at one point she goes, but he has admitted he's got a substantial debt and tells him $50,000. He's like, and he's like, also the thing that concerned me the most is the gambling talk. And he's like, gambling?
What? Gambling. She's like, he gambles. He gambles with the money I give him.
And she's like, but at the same time, he's ridiculously thoughtful. He's
thoughtful and
really?
No, he's not. Michael said, this guy's running an incredible con game on you right now.
Yeah.
It's his job to woo you.
Yeah.
He's like, there are higher quality men for you who don't come with all that baggage.
Like me.
But again, he won't. Yep. So
well, what's interesting, he does say, you've been deprived of these experiences for so long that someone has to do the bare minimum. Nailed it.
I don't know why Michael knows my life. That was rude.
And he's like, you're willing to sacrifice common sense because of a boat ride. And he does say,
Hi ho, the boatman row, coming down the river, the the boatman dance, the boatman sing, the boatman do about anything, the boatman I just want dance.
sorry. Y'all, we both know that song, so we're both going to sing it. That's one of the Copeland's Old America songs, I believe. Yeah.
What other podcast?
My favorite part about that is when it goes into the fast part, and it's still this really high, legit part. It's like, the boatman takes, the boatman dance, the boatman do most anything, the boatman live, the boatman done, the boatman man is screaming, shout, dance, the boatman dance, dance, the boatman dance.
And that's the way everyone sings
it. It sounds absurd
It
that
sounds
fast.
so stupid,
And
like
stupid.
singing in classical. It just sounds so. It gives me "We're your dream girls."
Yes.
Boys.
You know what?
But
you know
even
what
worse.
it gives me last Christmas I gave you my heart. If you haven't, every single year, and the guy goes once bitten and twice shy. When the tenor does that, I die.
It's
If you haven't seen that, if you can look up Last Christmas opera singers, it's passed around every year, and
Every
it is
year.
exactly what it's like.
yeah, it's pretty bad.
Boatman takes, the boatman.
Legit singing is wonderful, but it can be so absurd. It just really is. Where was I after you said the boatman? I don't even know where we're going.
She was talking to Michael. I think we're kind of ending the conversation.
I just want to say the one thing here. He says, "You are emotionally compromised." And I went, that's a really great term for most of these people.
yeah, it's a great term
because it's true. Your emotions are compromising your reality. Your emotions and how you are feeling are actually making you unaware of you're feeling all this high, like almost like you're on drugs or something, and it's making you not realize your actual realistic environment.
Yeah.
And the rational stakes. It's a brilliant way, because you're being compromised by your own emotions at the point when you can't see realistically what's happening. And yes, you should listen to your emotions, but we also have to think about about the red flags that are happening.
True.
And yeah,
true.
So
he's showing up. He's like, can I come out there?
Yeah.
And meet him, and she's like, ugh.
I'll have to ask him, because he already hates him, y'all. She also says this. He's like, it's a lot of red flags. She's like, I know it sounds like red flags, but it's just that the green flags are harder to see unless you're here and you see them with your own eyes.
Oh,
This is gonna come back to fucking bite her in the ass. She's gonna have to watch this.
I gotta read. This is gonna be this quote that I saw today. Okay, I read this quote today because Channing posted it, because it's, y'all, if you're listening, it's Pisces season. Get ready for all your feels.
You've said it. Yeah.
Well, but the one quote that she said, your intuition already told you. Everything after that is just negotiation with fear.
Ooh.
I was like, ouch. I was saying, your intuition already told you, y'all. Everything after that is just negotiation with fear.
And that could be intuition for good or bad.
But that's exactly what she's doing. She is negotiating with her fear, because everything in her body is saying, this isn't real. This isn't heated rivalry.
This isn't your Turkish pasha.
No.
Who you've been taken to his harem.
No.
This guy's got a lot of debt.
Yeah. And he's
a
going to put
gambling
you
addiction.
into debt. Yeah.
Let's go on to Elise and Joshua. Joshua is 39 from Sydney, Australia.
And Elise is 32, and we're in Cape Cod, Mass. She lives in Miami, but she's up in Cape Cod.
She's visiting her parents, who are treasures. She's already given good parents.
She's given good. Her parents are a joy.
Yeah.
A joy.
So she says, y'all, they start out, she's doing her affirmations and meditations, And no
doing
one
the
can do
best I
things like I can. My focus is on my happiness.
I'm doing the
And
best.
then my favorite is she's like, oh my God, can I touch up? This is disgusting. And I went, you even know how to start a segment. You even know how to introduce yourself.
Yeah. She's wonderful. Wonderful.
And my favorite, she's like, how would you go?
The producer asked her, says, how would you describe yourself, Elise?
I'm a very outgoing, loving, kind-hearted person with great boobs and great nipples. I would show you, but I would get in trouble.
We've talked about this. She almost showed us her tits.
Yeah.
At the event, y'all.
And it felt weird because there were other straight men around.
Well, Josh was there and he's like, hey. And I was like, no.
But there were straight men around and I didn't.
I would have done it like in the girls' bathroom.
Yeah. You know we can't go there, right?
I know. I would love to. I get so jealous of all my girls. They go in the bath. Nobody talks in the men's bathroom unless you're like laying down in the trough and they're peeing on you. But even then they tell you to shut up.
Look,
I want to be there with the women. We talk girl talk. We touch up our eyeshadow.
The men's bathroom is not the same experience as the girls' bathroom.
I know, and I've never been in the girls' bathroom.
You haven't?
Not since I was a little boy and I'd go to the bathroom with my mama and I would talk to everybody in the bathroom.
I think I'm fine with it.
Oh, I just want to
I don't want to talk to anybody in the bathroom.
Oh, I would love to like be talking to somebody. And I'm like, I don't know. I know Johnny seems interested in me, but Davey seems awfully cute too. And I'm touching up my eyeshadow. And then my friend Cylindra or whatever her name is just pops on she sits on the edge of the bathroom stall with her legs crossed and says,
I don't think this is a lot of the way this goes in bathrooms anymore. I think that's just in movies and TV. Or in the movie or in the musical Grease. I think that's how the girls' bathroom was.
Guess we can't have dreams on this show. Continue.
Anyway, so she says, I'm going to go see my parents. And they have the picture perfect marriage. They met on a blind date. They've been married for over 40 years. My brother has 2 kids. He's dated the same person, but I've made some really bad decisions with men.
And then she goes like really bad, y'all. Really, really bad.
I've been proposed to 5 times. 3 I said yes to, but I've still never walked down the aisle. I need to hear all of those stories.
I need to know all of them. I just need to sit and hear about every single boyfriend.
If we meet her again, I need all of this lore.
I also love how she kind of humming us and says, I went on a single street in Mexico instead of Mexico fuck house, as Kim and Kyle say.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hunt for love.
I don't know why. So it shows clips of Carlo and Rob, and she's like, I thought I found the one that's Carlo, but he shows his true colors.
If you did not watch Hunt for Love, first of all, you did it wrong.
You will understand the greatness of Elise.
Yeah, but that's where we met her. Yeah.
And
Carlo was so hot, but such an asshole.
You know what? What an actor.
What an actor.
Really, especially the beginning couple episodes.
He was like Chris Love is Blind Diabolical, comes to find. Yeah. Like he got evil.
And so the parents wanted her to end up with a Jewish guy. I assume she's Jewish by birth. But she said, I've never even slept with one. And
you can't say that, can you?
Yeah. No, I can't. It's basically Jewish by injection at this point. And the father's like kind of laid up because he's had 2 knee surgeries. And she went, my dad is a venture capitalist, so he kind of like gives money. I've never heard. She kind of doesn't know what it is.
Like he's a venture and he gives money, and you know, I don't really know. I should know. To be honest, I don't really know what a venture capitalist does. But
it's not the most well received type of businesses. They kind of go in there and
they're not
take a bunch of money.
They're sharks.
Yeah.
But they make a lot of money, y'all. If they're living in this house in Cape Cod, Dad's doing great.
Yeah, Dad's doing well.
Yeah.
So then they're like, we found your bin, Elise. And so they're bringing out letters from camp. And she's like, Elise was always wild, the mom says. The mom is, by the way, Beth, and Dad is Woody. And they're like, we bailed her out of a lot of things.
A lot.
And so she tells them she's going to Australia. She's like, it's maybe silly, but I really like him. The mom's like, well, you don't even know him. And so she has never met him, obviously. They've just been, we found out how they met. He slid into their DMs and they were talking, and now they talk every day. And he says he's just genuine, and he has a 12-year-old son, which is
that what
a
the
big
dad
deal.
said? Welcome to what the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah. He's like, maybe he's one of those called like a gold digger. Maybe you should run.
I'm using that. Welcome to what
and
the fuck?
The dad goes, no mas, no mas. In other words, these guys.
I love Woody.
And so he's like, my parents have a hard time trusting my judgment with men because of what's happened to me a few years ago with my ex. I'm like, well, how bad could it be?
And I was like, what? Okay, so Poodle, I was thinking, okay, so a guy broke your heart. Like, again, you saw him on 10. Like, he cheated on you. What happened?
I thought he was in love with me, and I was in love with him. But after a few years, he stole my identity, got a credit card in my name, and racked up $500,000 of debt because he conned me and broke my heart. $500,000. $500,000.
I was waiting.
$500,000. $500,000. Bonito really wouldn't like $500,000.
She wouldn't like this. No. So she's like, and my dad had to bail me out of that. I don't think her dad paid that much money. I don't know how that works.
So the mother says, we're worried you'll find another swindler. And we don't think we can be part of your evacuation plan again.
Yeah. And Dad's like, what is the plan? And she's like, I'm not depending on you. She said, look, she's like, I'm scared I could have my heart broken.
Yeah.
And he said, and Dad said, well, part of being happy is being able to smell a bullshitter. And I got to say, I agree with that.
I agree with that.
Meanwhile,
we're back in Miami.
Now, I remember seeing this apartment when we interviewed Elise and Courtney. Her apartment is gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's decorated gorgeous. I love that she's obsessed with her cat.
Stella. I that is such a kind of a bawdy name for a cat.
Oh yeah.
It's like I've heard of dogs named Stella, but I don't think I've ever heard of a cat named Stella. It's like a sexually aggressive cat.
If you have a cat named Stella, you can send it to Jake or comment on the Patreon comments, but you cannot post it in the Facebook group.
That is true.
Can't do.
You can
pets in
send
the
me a
Facebook
picture
group.
of your cat named Stella.
Yeah, you can.
It
send
just
to
seems
Jake.
like a very sexually aggressive cat.
Well,
Stella!
You are a cat. You would know.
Yeah. So she says, I'm a crazy cat lady. She's like, I hated cats before and I was very allergic, but then I got Stella and I became obsessed with her. And then she tells the cat, I love your breath.
I love your breath. And she's like, oh, wait. I think she licked your asshole because she likes to do that. And I think it's in her mouth. I think I have cat asshole on my mouth.
You know what? She's got the same kind of coarseness of the Kardashians. The way she'll talk on television, but she has so much more natural comedic ability.
I was going to say Les Kardashian, but she says things that popped her mind, kind of like Courtney does, which makes sense why they're both friends.
Yeah. And she's like, so Stella's a boy. She's all the sexes. They're all the sexes. And that's when she tells about they found out the cat was a boy, but she says they still called him Stella. And it's
not hard to look. You just look at the tail and you can see it.
No, sometimes the cat's penises aren't that big.
I guess if it's long hair, though.
Yeah. That actually happens a lot.
It does happen a lot, actually.
Where people get the sexes, especially if you're kittens. When they're kittens, it's hard to tell.
It was easy to tell with Rachel's cat, but I asked AI and it sent me a picture and I looked. I was like, oh, he's only got one butthole.
Cats only have one butthole. You mean?
Well, I mean, but you only saw two holes, or one hole.
Why were you looking up what's the sex of the cat?
Because she rescued a cat, and we didn't know what the sex of the cat was. She hadn't taken it to the vet yet.
Oh,
she literally got it that night in an alley. Because the cat delivery system does what it does.
Yep, it's true.
Very different than dogs.
So she said, if Stella was a man and made in a man's body, I would date her. It's confusing. I don't like women. I like penis too much. So she's going out with these 3 Miami chicks.
I kind of love her. I kind of love her friends, though. There's Ruth, Yulia,
Christiana, and Yulia.
And so she's like, listen, and they're like, hey. And they're like, she's like, listen, I'm going to Australia. Josh is kind. He's super sweet. He's not a Miami guy. She's like, and he really, I feel like and Ruth says the problem with Elise, and I can see this, is that when she's with a guy, she gives her whole heart to this guy.
Yeah.
I see that. And Elise says, well, he admitted to me that he lives with his parents.
39.
As I think Ruth said, no man or woman who's 39 years old should live with their parents.
Then he said, and I think, but it's okay because he's going to get a rental when I'm there and split it with a roommate. I went, what? So he's going to get a roommate to live with him while he's there with you? What the fuck?
Well, here's the deal, though. Here's part of the thing about this that it seems crazy to us. However, we don't look like Elise.
Yeah.
We have not lived in Miami. I guarantee you, Elise has been, like she said, she has had so many wealthy, rich guys date her, try to throw money at her, and she's tired of it. She wants that.
Yeah.
She wants that storybook love.
She's like, I've had so many men spend a lot of money on me. And, but she says, every time I get off the phone with him, I feel energized and giddy. But he sent me a text last night that was super alarming. And if I tell my girlfriends, they will not want me to go. And I hope to get down there and figure all out because I want this so badly to work. I have to say, it's really hard to fix something when you're down there. And I guess it's just as, if not harder. I don't know.
What makes it so difficult?
Huh?
What makes it so difficult when you're down there?
The problem is because you're already in the problem.
Yeah.
Instead of or knowing about it. Yeah.
And I think problem has a nice 7-inch dick.
Yeah.
Y'all, it's nice.
It's good.
It's good.
That's the show.
That is the show, but not.
We do have a call us.
So we've got to call us, everybody. So let's jump into it.
I am just calling with a quick question.
Okay.
I'm 36, and in high school, I was
Great
never a theater kid, and honestly, I haven't really gotten into theater, musicals, and all of that up until late. Honestly, the only ones I truly know and enjoy would be Chicago, Wicked, Little Shop of Horrors,
Great.
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Of course.
That's kind of it. But I really enjoy
Okay, she didn't say Cats.
What are some other recommendations you could have for a non-theater kid trying to be a bandwagon theater kid? I would love to hear some other recommendations that I could possibly enjoy. Thanks, boys. And if you can dream it, you can cream it.
If you can dream it, then you can cream it. You didn't leave your name, but I love this theater sissy. I'm going to start off, and I'm going to say definitely Bat Boy.
Okay. It's got a fun score.
I'm teasing, but that's a very obscure musical. That's like a very
That's kind of obscure, but it's a fun score.
Fun.
I was going to say, you said you like Little Shop of Horrors and Wicked. I think Hairspray would be a good
I love Hairspray.
cast album for you.
Mm-hmm.
I think any of Stephen Schwartz's other shows would be. I think Pippin would be a good fun listen to you. Fun listen
would be
and I was trying to think of something. I don't know if you've listened to it. It's much more of a kind of a folk rock musical, but Hadestown has a really great score. By Anais Mitchell, and
you can always go if you wanted to go. I know it's not as current, but there's something to be said for the West Side Story score, sure. Gypsy, and
Gypsy's great
because Gypsy's a lot of Sondheim. I don't know if I'd maybe Into the Woods, but I don't.
It seems like you're not necessarily
not there yet.
Sondheim. Yeah,
you're still crawling.
Yeah,
but you could maybe do Into the Woods, but you could definitely do Gypsy.
Yeah,
I think that would be. And
you said I would check out Cabaret because you talked about Chicago.
Watch the movie.
Same
movie. It's better than the stage play. Cabaret. If she watches the movie's great. I think Cabaret the movie's
No,
better
the Cabaret
than the
is
stage
no. Have you ever seen the stage show of Cabaret? You're talking about Chicago.
Oh, I am talking about Chicago. Thank you.
Wow.
Sorry, yeah.
No, I would agree that. But the thing is, if you listen to the movie soundtrack, no, Cabaret on a stage show is incredible.
If you wanted to go see things that are like touring now, and I would. If you're into, I wouldn't see. People are going to come at me. I don't love things like And Juliet. That's not my bag. Like where it's like, I think like you said, which is all like,
those
boy
are
band and
musicals.
Britney Spears. Yeah. So I would, but I love all the, old, like I love old school musicals. A lot of people don't, but Rodgers and Hammerstein or Once Upon a Mattress or any of that. But I think you gave some good suggestions.
Yeah. Skip The Notebook if it's touring near you. It's just bad.
You were so angry.
It's just
you were
bad.
It's angry.
It's bad.
I will say it's touring right now. Go see Book of Mormon. You'll probably love it.
Yeah, if you've never seen Book of Mormon, go see it.
It's a great show.
Yeah, I agree.
So
other than that, I mean,
because I know you're listening to these cast albums, and I'm glad that you're listening, Theater Sissy. But also, I encourage you, go see theater. Go see theater if you can. It's not cheap, but if you at least can watch, it's just the visual.
It's a different experience.
But it's a different experience live.
You'll understand theater in a different way. You'll understand the music in a different way.
Like I watch it because of Meryl Streep and because of Cher. I do not. The Mamma Mia movies are not good, but the stage show is a lot of fun.
Mamma Mia is so much fucking fun.
It's so much fun.
I have had a great time, and even in bad productions, it is a great time.
Yeah,
you kind of forget you're watching a dumb plot.
Yeah,
but the songs are so great. I don't know. I think these are all good. You can probably, I don't know. Les Mis maybe a heavy lift for you, but you might decide you like some of the music.
Is Six touring right now? But I haven't seen that show. I don't know anything.
It's
about
always
it.
touring. I feel like the music of Six is great.
It's original music, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. There you go.
Here's my problem with Six. It's a rock show. It is not a theatrical event. It does not belong in a theater. It belongs in a rock show.
A concert. Okay, got it.
I think that they do that so they can charge more for tickets. And I don't think if you're going to put something in a house like that, you can't do it just because more people should see it. It needs to be made for a theater, but it's just 6 people standing and telling their stories on a stage. I think the music is great and it is a compelling piece, but it belongs in a rock venue, which is where it started in London.
There you have it.
Real talk.
Real talk, y'all.
And now they're just making money hand over fist.
Yeah.
Because it's extremely cheap.
I think it's playing now in Los Angeles. If you want, I don't know where you are. Mm-hmm. All right, that is our call.
You'll like Six though. Six it's great music.
Okay, good to know. Well, maybe I'll go see it at the Pantages for way more money than it's worth to go see.
That's my problem with it. That's my problem. Also, when I went, there was an announcement saying, "Please do not sing along with the performers," and people still sang. There was an announcement made, and people still sang.
I'm going to start being like that guy in New York City. I'm going to start telling people.
No, I told the girls behind me. I said, I came to hear them sing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's the show.
That's the show.
Thank y'all so much for listening. Again, if you want to, we got behind. We're trying to get on top of the, because I know some of you are like, hey, I called in like December. We're getting to your call list. We're going to get to all of them.
We got 10 or 12 in the hopper.
Yeah. So we're going to catch up on these as we go along. So thank you so much. If you want to call us, you can do that if you're on the $15 tier of RG Plus, the video tier, which is currently available on Supercast and Patreon only. It's not on Apple subscriptions. But every month, I just sent it out, I think last week, the password for this month and the number that you can call to leave a voicemail. All right, everybody, that's the show. Thank you all so much for listening. Leave a review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. We appreciate that very much. And y'all, if you have friends, we don't say this enough, but if you have friends in your life who watch 90 Day, are they listening? Recruit some sissies. Tell them about the pod.
And if they don't watch 90 Day, tell them about Gaily Dose.
Yeah, exactly. We
you don't have to watch
that.
any show.
Yeah, tell them it's an Ambi winning podcast.
There you go.
Manifest.
There you go.
Manifest. That's so strong. All right, everybody. We call these people lonely hearts because aren't we all just lonely hearts looking for love in all the wrong places?
Yes, and if you're listening with your cat in your lap right now and you're going, are you a boy or a girl? I've never really looked that much. And you just turn over and look at your cat's genitals. You can call us. And maybe you just found out something.